real big, real big, real big. I know what my real is feel is.
Another episode of the Courtside Takeover Podcast. We sitting here with your undefeated Woodward Bulldogs. They invited us to the dog pound, so now we here. What's going on, Coach Real? We got Rue Mills, the C-Mac being scorer. We got Kanye having a great senior year. So how the season been going? Y'all coming off a big win versus St. X.
Yeah, that was big for the program. We prepared for that real tough. We knew how big it was for the program. So, we sound like this, man, because we had a long week. We had 3 games this week. We handled business in all 3 games. So we just winding down right now from our weekend.
Now I'm gonna get straight to the point. I'm a straight shooter. What's your say to all the people that say last year was a lot of speculation, a lot of stuff going around? Paul is the head honcho of that team. They can't do it without Lil Pete. Yeah, I came out this year. You got Rue Mills proving a lot of people wrong. Kanye holding down the show, and you showing that you can actually coach. So what do you got to say to all the naysayers that say it was Paul and not you?
Don't be humble, bro. Don't give us politically correct, bro. Right, yeah, nah, man. Come on, bro.
What was people watching last year to say that?
I mean, we being honest, we was watching Paul shoot 30, 28, 5 shots a game.
Right, but I mean, you can't win. I ain't never seen a person shoot that much and win. Right? We won. So how was we winning? So, I mean, my point to say that is for all the people who felt like it was all about Paul, I mean, when it comes to, it's more about coaching. It's more the coaching than what y'all think. That's what that means. When them watching us right now being 7-0. And then, and also people not doing the history on how basketball work. We had to, with Paul being so good, them being good, we all had to figure out how it works for us. So that was last year. This year is more about, guys stepping up into their role. They just different players. But these were the same players on the team last year. So Cincinnati, it just lets you know how much they don't know. Like Coach Lando don't want me to be humble. I mean, that's just me. Like, we work. We ain't never not worked. We've been top dog in Cincinnati for 3 years now. So, I mean, that's, to me, when people say it was all Paul, that make me feel like they hating on Paul.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like, y'all hating on Paul. Because y'all taking away from him and his teammates and their success. That could have, the way people talk about Paul doing this and doing that with Rue, Kanye, Jeremiah, DeMarion, Dante, Khalees, with all them listening and don't play and stop playing, and we lose because of what the city's saying. So we never listen to none of that stuff. That's my answer. We never listen to none of that.
Hey, Kanye, what do you think the biggest adjustment is from this year to last year? Because last year you was off the ball a lot, but this year you really running the show. Like, you passing the ball. Like, since 7th grade, everybody knew Kanye was one of those guys, but this year it's like, you took that next leap. Now I see you out there being a leader. I see you out there barking back and forth with your coach. People might look at that different. I look at that as leadership, where you can say, nah, we're going to do this differently. What do you think your biggest adjustment and your biggest leap is from last year to this year, where you just took off?
I'd say being a leader more on and off the court. I say that because last year I ain't really have to be a leader for real, but because it was Paul, but this year I gotta be a leader, so I feel like me being a leader is helping the team more and we getting the job done. I mean, but I'm gonna stay on that for real. Like, with you being a leader, right? You know what I mean? Like, you feeling that pressure to lead, like, you know what I mean? Even though it's probably not pressure, but then when you got a young junior, you're hungry, like Rue, is it like more so like fire? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? With all these young, of course, like, you older than them. They all friends. You know what I mean? I'm like your little brothers and their crew. Did you feel like, you know what I mean, you more so had to make sure, like, they understand, like I'm going to lead it, like, I got it, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to let y'all do y'all. Or is it like, you know what I mean, just like, you running the show?
Well, I feel like Rue been leading more. With him leading more, that's been pushing me to be a better leader too.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Rue, last year, everybody kept on saying, okay, we got this Rue Mills kid. He's super athletic. Somebody, I was listening in the stands at the Woodward game. Somebody said he might be the most non-skilled. What they say? They said he the best non-skilled player to ever come through the CMAC. When you hear stuff like that, but you lead the league in scoring, how do that make you feel?
I don't really try to get into all that. I just want to work on my game, get better. Just try to help my team go as far as we can go.
Where do you think your game can improve?
A lot of shooting.
So what does a day look like? What does a regular day look like? You know what I mean? On the development side for Rue, like for kids like that's athletic like Rue. You know what I mean? That see Rue and see they self young Rue. Like if we saw Rue in the 6th grade, and you told him if you want to be like him or be better than him or get to where he's going, you need to wake up every day and do what when you get to the gym?
Repetition. When Rue came to me, so when people say he the most unathletic, skilled player in the CMAC to be good, it kind of remind me of the same question of Woodward not being good without Paul. I mean, how do you score 21 points a game, get 9 rebounds, and about 4 to 5 assists and not have skill? What it is maybe they just see that the potential that he has, how much better that he can be. So an everyday, when you first initially asked me, everyday workout with Rue is just about the little things. I'm saying things that Rue wasn't doing when he first came, and it's about baby steps. People don't want to be patient with guys. He had the athleticism, he had the toughness, but what about when they used to take charges and it was all charges? What about when he was all strong right? Think it's highlights where he going strong left now and finishing, but if they can't stop you going right, then why stop? So with Rue, it's just about him understanding where he at as far as his development and not getting caught up so much on what people saying, how they see him. You know what I mean? But again, if you was doing your homework on Mills, you would see his ball handling is better, his decision making is better. I mean, ball handling, getting to a spot. If you could get in the paint, you got skill. If you could catch the ball and his defense there and you can make a move and get past him. So it's just maybe they feel like his skills can be sharper, it can look better. Maybe they might see him fumble the ball once or twice and be like, oh, he really can't dribble. It's really like a form of hate. But again, if Rue looked different than he looked last year, this year, then he's getting better. So just say Mills getting better.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
They just see the guys over there. I think the city's uncomfortable with, when some look away and then it look different and just saying why I look like that? Maybe they don't know what type of questions to ask. So if you want to get better and you got some skills, just come to Woo.
That 4D training. Hey, look.
If you don't know how I look, if you don't know, just come to Woo, baby, if you want to get your game right. If you can't go left, then come to Woo.
My boy got the Euro in his game.
Paul Mills did 2 pull-ups yesterday in the rain. That's his coach right here. He coached him his whole life. How many times you seen Rue shoot a pull-up?
Maybe 5 times. 5.
He hit a pull-up against St. Next and the pressure.
And the 5 pull-ups would probably be an accident.
Right now, my boy stopping pull up. And then he told me yesterday, Coach, you see the pull up? Yeah.
I like the little pull back. The little pull back.
Snatch back.
Yeah, that's in the bag now.
And again, me and Rue probably had. We had a whole day of that, didn't we? Remember we worked on every spot on the court with his move. So I mean,
you told me I was going to have to use that move to hold. He was like, that's gonna be your move.
But and then that's the thing. With me, again, if you want to come to Woodward, I'll let you work on what you want to be in the preseason. Once the season comes, you gotta do what you know how to do.
Facts.
And then when the next preseason comes, if it's something you couldn't do, just work on it again. Mm-hmm. So that's just what it is. So I just think Woodward makes Cincinnati very uncomfortable because they don't know what it's like they good because of Paul. Well, now we good. Why we good now?
Hey, I'm seeing somebody in y'all warm-up was catching it off the backboard, dunking. Who was that?
Which one?
Bro, the little tiny, 6'6". What are he doing?
Is it Clarence?
Clarence.
Is it Terrell?
I don't know, but he got down.
You talking about Clarence?
Brother, I ain't seen him play yet though.
Because he knew.
Oh.
And again, if you got to do your homework on Woodward. We still got the same kids from last year. We just added new pieces, and the new pieces coming in got to get in where they fit in. So, and then when I say get in where you fit in, is understanding the way we play our system. So it takes time. But again, for some reason, Cincinnati don't have time. I don't know why they don't got time.
Right.
But you gotta have time to let stuff come. So yeah, right now you see him in the left line. I'm waiting to see him dunk that ball in crunch time in the game or in pressure time in the game. But like I tell that same kids you talking about, your time coming. Just continue to work. So, because I didn't know which one you was talking about, because it's still like 3 people.
I'm hip to Jalen. I like Jalen.
Yeah, that's still getting implemented into the offense.
Yeah, I like him.
The freshman is mind blowing for sure. I ain't gonna lie. He is like, I just want to watch him play so bad. He look like he can be like if Rue had a little brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he just, his athleticism just pop out immediately. Like, he hanging on the rim like he's Shaq size, bro. The whole rim is moving when he grabbing it. Like, that is crazy. But I mean, I am gonna take my hat off, you know what I mean, to 4D training, because when we was at Hughes, when I first got there, that was like our joke whenever like a Woodward kid had missed a 3, like, that's that 4D training. Like, and it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like I told Rude, man, like he was talking that smack walking up the stairs, bro. Like, he's still the same pup I dropped off in the summer, bro, at the dog pen. You feel me? Like, that's real talk, and like you could definitely see it. But I feel like you don't get enough credit to doing it without no transfers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what ain't being said. Cause soon as the summertime get here, what everybody trying to do? Everybody trying to dib and dab and shop. You know what I mean? Window shop.
Well, you know, you gotta work with your own product, and it's just for the coaches, you know, because some coaches be probably, you know, like, just for example, with Woodward, you know, it's a lot of people that want to take us down.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel like you got the personnel to take us down, and you need certain players, you know, like, I ain't gonna speak on them, but I mean, you know, some people came in our house and took some of ours to help them, which is, you know, that's just because of how they look. Well, with me, I look at it like it's a next man up type of thing, and then it's like, that's why, like, all they can be a testament. They'll tell you, like we work with everybody from middle school all the way up. So that means it's always somebody who's being told that it's your turn coming if you want it. So like, I'm cool with working with the product that I have. I mean, if you consider yourself a trainer, train your product, and then each year your product's supposed to get better. You know, every kid that came through this program, I know people see them and say they got better. It's to the point where some people say, like, I ain't use him right, or I ain't, like, this the kid that we developed. Y'all talking about we ain't use him right. You just like his skill now. You don't know where he was at first. So I mean, like I told y'all before.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't never had no transfers, and I want to dive in it. Like, I was kind of quiet when y'all was talking about the Root situation, but because we got history, but it's like he ain't gonna say it, bro. But bro, from 5th grade to his 8th grade year, bro, he was the kid that nobody really wanted to deal with. Like, after every game, it'd be wasting your time, bro. I remember one time we went to Nationals, I had to put him in a headlock, bro, because he was just being bad. Like, in front of other parents, it was just wild. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But it's like, I knew the potential was in it, and I knew, like, you know what I mean? It was, upbringing is different from everybody else. Maybe he just don't see it right now, you know what I mean? And I just feel like, you know what I mean, everything that I went through with Rue at the young age, it's like, it's coming full circle, especially with me being a Bulldog. I ain't go here all 4 years. I came here the same year he came here, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like, for me, you know, emotionally, like, that really, like, sit with me real well, but at the same time, like, my question to Rue is like, bro, like, is that really, do you feel like you still playing with that chip on your shoulder? Like, do you like play every game? Like, how do you really get yourself going every game? Like, that's something I never asked. Like, what do you do every game? Do you just play mad, or is it like, I'm just gonna work harder than the person next to me?
I don't know. I just be like, I'm always on go. Like, I'm always on go. So like, off the court, I'm on go. On the court, I'm on go. If you play me in 2K, I'm on go. Like, I beat him. Like, I just always on go. Like,
and I'll help you answer the question, because like what Lando said was like, Rue was a lot to deal with, right? So like, we look cool, don't we? Like, don't we look like we got the best relationship in the world?
Right.
Rue get cussed out before every practice, before every game. Meaning, it look like that now because it's family. So it's like Rue getting worked with. I'm working with him, and what I mean by working with him is, getting him. Basically, the yelling and cussing before the game is to get him prepared for the game. So you said, what do Rue do to get prepared for the game? Well, a kid like Mills, if his mental is there and he locked in before the game, he's finna give you havoc. So when he playing before the game, he better know here I come. And it's annoying. Like Paul at his press conference when he signed D1, I was ready to see what Paul was gonna say about me because it was so much that he already knew coming into high school that I just would just work with him the best way I could. But only he could tell you how Coach Rell helped him. And the number one thing he said was, he's annoying. He gonna get on your nerves, but it's for your best benefit. Am I annoying? Am I annoying? At the Woodward game, you said, what was me and Kanye talking about? I was annoying Kanye at that time. And what was I annoying you by saying?
Play hard and be better.
The time is now, yay. Mm-hmm. All this stuff you be talking, right now, I don't got time for this, Kanye. Right now, it's the second quarter. Going into the second quarter, I need you to bring it. We can't win this game if you don't bring it. The time is now, but he ain't want to hear that. He ain't want me to talk to him in front of everybody. He ain't want me touching him. Like, they don't, like, people get it twisted with Coach Rell, with Coach Redden. Like, they don't know how annoying I am to these players. And I can't go out there and play because if I can go out there and play, I just annoy you on the court. I just go out there and D you up, but I can't, my days is over. That I'm still accepting that I can't play no more. I still play the Smith League.
I saw you go at Carleek in the Smith League. How was that, bro?
This what Carleek said to me. Y'all can go ask him.
What you say?
Before I was checking, why you ain't checking me? I said, what? He talking about, you know how long I've been waiting to kill you? Why you ain't checking me in front of everybody? Check me now. Check me now. I said, Carleek, I'm not checking you. I said, somebody else got you. Then I went over there, you see me on it, and I was just like, you're not gonna score. You know what it is. But you know what that's coming from? Me chastising him when he was younger. Like going at him, killing him, talking crazy. Like, and you want them to get older and kill you. That's what you want. So for me, man, it's like, nah.
I used to bust his ass.
I
used to kill him. I used to kill him, Izzy. I used to kill them till like 8th grade.
I mean, but that's how you make kids better. So like, so we ain't getting off topic, so y'all can understand what this podcast about. You know, we appreciate Courtside coming here and showing us love because we don't get no love.
Yeah.
All we do is, like right now, we still waiting to see. We just be St. X. St. X is 10 minutes from Woodward. Right around the corner, all boys school, you gotta pay to get into school. We a public school, we got kids from the urban neighborhoods in here who technically don't have discipline, who don't have guidance or help, who can't follow directions, which is a form of discipline, but then they just beat a team who supposedly is predicated off discipline. So why aren't they calling us saying, way to be disciplined, good job over there with the Bulldogs? Because again, I think it's uncomfortable. We make people uncomfortable. So we cool with people being uncomfortable and not knowing how to, kind of show love when the love is there. Like, because let somebody beat us. Mm-hmm. Watch how they want to see how we respond to it.
Oh, yeah, they act like they won state. They gonna act like they won state.
Yeah, for sure.
They gonna act like they won state.
Then you gonna see everybody congratulating them for beating the Bulldogs. Mm-hmm. We gonna see that everywhere, and it's kind of designed to tear us down. If we lose, the celebrations is for Woodward to be like, yeah, y'all ain't nothing. But then that's when people will also be shocked at how strong we are. And we wouldn't even be, that's why we don't pay attention to it. So our motto around here is even keel. You can't get too high, but you can't get low. We ain't gonna be low on ourselves. We gonna stay here, but we just ain't gonna be too, cause we was a game away from the Final Four last year. So what we playing for?
State.
Right. Ain't no Vincent St. Mary in D2 no more. It's wide open.
Like, we ain't caught up in Cincinnati. Yeah, we want to win the city. Yes, we want to win. We want to win whatever comes in front of us. but we know what the picture is, what the main goal is. We looking at how we gonna be playing in March. So and now it's about like how we playing now is about getting better. You know, like they know when we come into practice, we not going backwards. We going forwards. So that means we gonna talk about all the stuff that was wrong in the game and then fix that. But it might be a little annoying because they know I'm annoying. But annoying gets scholarships and championships.
Facts.
Friendships. And like we friends, like we love each other over here. But it ain't sweet. And I just think that's like when I see adults and they see me with the guys, like we was just all at the mall together. Click tight, just hanging. So that some adults might be like, dang, they friends, they friends. They know I'm not their friend. I'm Unc, or whatever they call everybody Unc.
Right.
Like I'm Unc. I ain't they daddy.
Right.
Like, but I'm not their friend.
Yeah.
But you ain't cool with your uncle.
Right. Yeah.
I'm cool with my uncle. If you see me with my uncle, we hanging.
We chilling. Yeah.
Like, that's But I ain't his friend. As soon as I turn around and say that I'm hanging with Unc, I could be having a great time with Unc. Let me cut somebody out. I'ma see Unc. Right then and there. Like, who was you talking to? What is you? That's how they are. That they know when it comes everything, we together. Soon as something wrong, I ain't with that. When I come, they know he not with that. Like they can't. Rue do it all the time. Coach, come here. Nah, what? Coach, come here, man. He gotta try it though, cause it's like, let me try to get him before I find out before you figure out what's about to happen.
Right.
But it's love. Like we love each other for real. This is a real family.
Yeah, if he smack his lips and say your name, then it's about to be something bad about to follow.
For sure.
Man, y'all, I don't even want to know,
sure.
man.
I always say this is a debate show. I always say this is not a debate show. This is a relay show. So a lot of people can relate to this question, bro. Why you cut the hair?
Why you cut the hair?
Why you cut the hair?
In the crowd, everybody like that.
Everybody like, well, hold on, why you cut the
hair?
hold on?
Is it like you just like you growing up, bro?
Pull the hood onto it.
Got the
Why you cut the hair, yay?
I felt like it was time.
It was time.
Yeah. Getting older.
New style.
Nah, facts. I think it's something different too. I think it give you that, because when I seen the picture when you was on your knees, I'm like, yeah, he like a dog. I think it give you like that dog look, like, oh yeah, it's time to go kill. You like a demon on that picture. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think a lot of seniors do that, man.
Nah, facts. Something new. Second question. How was the energy in that Woodward game, bro? Because the energy was so electric.
The Woodward game?
I mean, yeah, I said the Woodward game. My bad. Y'all know what I mean. Shit, I ain't politically correct. I don't give a damn. Hey, how was the energy in that Withrow game? Like, because it was the gym. It was so loud. I was standing next to somebody else that was recording the game, and I couldn't hear him talk.
Can I go first?
Like, yeah, you go first. Like, how was the energy in that game? Then you, then yeah.
It was like coming in there. It was like dang, like it was like unbelievable. Like it was like the crowd was like.
Yeah, I don't think he knew I was telling him how big the game
It was
gonna
like I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
But when we got down, it was just like we didn't get down on ourselves. We didn't think we was gonna lose. I just kept telling my team like the game ain't over. This only the first quarter. They just had their little run. Every team how they run. That's just their first run. And then once we got the lead, they just didn't take it back.
Mm-hmm.
What he said, we got down, we stayed together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna butt in real because you're taking a lot, but that's definitely of course Lando's speech, bro. It's early, bro. You feel me? They done made their run. I swear to God, bro. We done definitely been in a lot of fights like that, but I feel like, you know, from the adversity part of it was like, it's loud in here. It's Tuesday. We in their house, and then on top of that, he missed 3 free throws. While y'all down with a bad ankle. You know what I'm saying? So being in the crowd, like, and even when he went down, right, and I was walking back, Pac-Man Jones and all them was over there saying, like, he all right, but no Rue, that's ball game. No Rue, that's ball game. As a coach, did you feel like the game, I feel like the game started for y'all right there. When Rue got off the ground, because the y'all still made a run when he went down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Joe came, that's why Joe minutes was great. Joe came in, hit the glass. Was it Joe the first one?
Jeremiah got it going.
Yeah.
Jeremiah hugged
Y'all
everybody up.
That definitely kept it going, though.
Jeremiah was just like, we cool, y'all. And I just think him saying that to everybody at the time, because see them, what Woodward did to us was just like, if it's a boxing match and you come in as the top dog and you get socked first. And I think when we got socked, it just like, it didn't make nobody fall or nothing. It was just a stun sock. You know, you've been stolen on, you just be like, I'm about to hit him back. So when Jeremiah said, we cool, y'all, that's just like somebody getting socked, and then your boy there that's protecting you, like, hey, you cool? Shake that off. Once they shook it off,
Facts.
then it was like, I seen them huddling, I seen them bouncing, and then, you know, and I haven't even made adjustments yet. See, they count on my adjustments too. Like, that's something that they probably won't admit. Like, if stuff ain't going right, they know, they were looking for me to tell them something because they want to be coached. That's the thing about our kids. Like, they might give you an impression sometimes like they want to coach themselves, and that's just because they want to do it themselves. But they want to be told when it ain't right. Like, if after the game, if Rue had 25, and I came in the house and I said, you had 25, but it was ugly. Some people would be like, shit, I take it. Rue would be like, how it was ugly? And I'd just be like, because. And like, he'd sit there and listen. You know what I mean? Like, they never satisfied. They ain't never satisfied. So that game with this team, we usually do the soccer. Yeah. But when you hit us, we covered. Yeah. So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation. That's how I see it
now,
with them.
What was your, because the game ended kind of janky. I'm talking about going in the half, overtime. What was your message to them going into overtime, knowing y'all was supposed to be at the line?
Next play. Like, they was mad because he knew he was supposed to be at the line.
It was 1.6 on the clock for sure. But I don't think I see my game end like that.
That's a fan talking.
Yeah.
Okay. If you was a coach, how would you feel?
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, no, because you ain't the first one to say it. Yeah. Trey D said it. Trey D's. I ain't wanted to end like that. Hey, man, what about when you coaching?
Right.
This game over with. We all saw it. We in the huddle. I'm looking at everybody. When they salty, they ain't trying to hear it. All of them was salty.
Right.
But I said, next play. I knew next play was going to be beneficial from us from last year because all of them, they don't like losing. Man, if it's a basketball game right now, outside at Roseline Park in the cold, they'll go play. That's how much they look like they hoopers. So I know that. Like, I understand that they hoopers. I get it. But
what you just said is so crazy because you don't see that no more. All the kids, like I said, I ain't trying to make it sound like I'm an old head, but I'm older than. But like when I was growing up, bro, we hooped outside, bro. Like we played outside all day, all night to the street. You don't see that no more, bro.
You would have saw with us during COVID.
Everybody needs a gym. Everybody outside. You don't do it. You don't see it no more. Everybody like, man, we can't get in the gym because we ain't got no court, bro. You know, it's 1 billion courts out here, bro. Go hoop, like man, that's a good thing. You don't see that no more, bro.
But I wanna stay on the game because I feel like, you know what I mean. You know, me being so close to players and being a player coach for real. Like I said, that's why I was so emotional after that game because it's like I saw you tap into the personnel, bro. Like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. I saw the subs. When did you know Trail got it going, bro? When did you know, like, yeah, he gon' I gotta lead him in?
It's the way he playing.
Yeah.
Like, Trail is an unselfish basketball player. That means, and he can play all 5 positions.
Ben Simmons.
So it's like when he bumping and chunking and rebounding, if he grab a rebound, like he need to be on the court. Anybody that's grabbing rebounds like that shouldn't be on the bench.
Right.
Yesterday.
And it kind of happened in the St. Next game. Trail was like, you know, he tough. What I try to do is get these kids that's tough, like outside of basketball, to be tough on the court, within the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like how to throw an elbow without it being flagrant. Like, you know, chunking cutters or toughness. Because then, like St. Next yesterday, we're pushing in the bag. But then when you don't box out, the referee don't have to call a push. He don't see you doing no box out, no type of form of boxing out. But you want the push call.
Yeah.
If you don't box me out, I'm going to lean on you too. That's when the weight room come in. You know, that's when lifting weights show. So with trail, it's a field, and it's just for any coach. Like, you gotta know your players. If you know your players, because in this group, we to me about 8, 9 deep.
For sure.
But depending on the team we playing, you gotta go with the best lineup. And then the hardest part is getting everybody to be cool with it. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't be the one on the court, Kanye, you know, in the same next game took a back seat.
Yeah.
I had 25 the night before. He had his career high too, by the way.
How was I got a real big question for him, but I want to know, how excited was you to get Trail back though? Of course you knew he was coming back, but like, you know what I mean? Once you got him back, everything, you know, he done been through. He was on that team with Kanye, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was hell for me as an opposing coach or whatever. It's probably the biggest guard I ever saw in the CMAC, like in the middle school or like, you know what I mean, division. But when you saw him out there in that uniform, game one, like, you know what I mean? As a coach, like you said, him being real, like a real live Woodward pup through and through, like, how did that make you feel? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, they kind of know how I'm going to answer this. First, I was just, you know, happy because he, you know, the last 3 years, some personal stuff in his life led him not to be with us.
Right.
So for him to come back to us and go through all the stuff he went through and still be able to have a career, seeing him in the jersey alone was just major for me. Like, it was just it's another life being saved. And over here, it ain't about basketball. Everybody get it so twisted, man. They think it's all about basketball. Like, if a kid got an F at Woodward, they don't care about grades. Like, we deal with a lot at Woodward outside of basketball.
Facts.
So it's like, yes, Coach Real said something to him about his grade, but I ain't say you gotta leave me and get away from us because you got an F. And that's what I think people might want, like, cut him because he got an F. That ain't, no. Like, this is a family thing. If it was your son and your son got an F, you gonna stop being their parent? Right. No, you gonna go help your son. So when I help our guys, they want me to replace that guy and go get somebody else. When, you know, stuff happens. So for Trill, it was like him being just being on our team. Now the basketball part, like, we know what he do. And like, I don't really give credit to basketball players that do what they supposed to do. Right. Like, Rue ain't up here. We not running around here like, Rue, you get 20 a game, you get Rue doing what we already know he was gonna do.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
and that came with a whole lot of hate, bruh.
For sure.
That came with a whole lot, bruh. Like a whole, I'm talking about long nights. Like, you know, you gotta be at the gym the whole day, like back and forth, landmark, referees like just picking on him on purpose because of the way he played.
I ain't gonna lie, I knew rules since the 7th grade. I ain't see this coming.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was talking to a coach today, and he was like, man, he was like, root everything, Coach Jack that played for Hughes. He was like, bro, root everything we thought he was gonna be, but I think his toughness make you look at every other kid's toughness. Is like, cause to me, I feel like it's kind of too easy though. Like, don't nobody really make it hard for him. Like, don't nobody really. I ain't been in every game, you know what I mean? But the games I've been in, it don't be nobody like, I'm gonna sit down, bro. He gonna have to really show me. Nobody really don't want to deal with him for real. Like, and that's really what it's been since the 6th grade.
You want to tell you why?
Wow.
Who else? He not their only player. All right, bet. Make it tough for him.
Right.
Here go 20 for Kanye. Make it tough for him. Here go 20 for.
I'm saying at the same. Look, when he walk in your school, bro, like, he walking around like chest out, music going, like me, like, you know what I mean? You call him out. Like, when Taft came to Woodward, man, y'all better not get up. Y'all better not say nothing to our cheerleaders, bro. We weren't going for none of that. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, what I'm saying is like, I just don't see nobody that want to, like, you know what I mean? That want to take the challenge. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody ain't trying to take the challenge. You feel me? Like, that's all I'm saying. But
I mean, I don't think they know how.
Yeah.
So so you make a point and then make a point. And that's why it's critical for him to love his teammates.
Yeah.
And, you know, be the best leader that he can be, because part of his shine is coming from the attention that they gotta pay everybody else.
Facts.
So he get to run the lane, he get to throw for lobs, if he ain't have no help, then people would try to lay on him, take it away from him, frustrate him. So the thing is like all this is good for us because one, these guys are gonna, have to be able to come on podcasts and shows and be able to explain what it is that they're showing everybody. And for him, and what y'all was saying is over at Woodward, the staff over at Woodward is doing a good job of keeping all them together and letting them be able to showcase their abilities and not everybody get opportunity. I like Jalen Strickland. Y'all wouldn't even know Jalen. Y'all know him now because he got in the game against.
I think it was 8.
Yeah, I know him because of 2024. Yeah.
Well, yeah, 22, but they was able to see his ability on the court, and be able to see him shine. But that's just because it's crazy. That's just because it's kind of geared that way. So now, if you don't bring your A game, you ain't ready to play. You're gonna probably be sitting with coach.
Who's the young boy you got? Oh my God, bro.
Light skin.
Oh my God, I'm such a fan, bro. Who told me like we got a young boy. He nice.
I got 3.
I love him.
4, and you ain't seen one of them because of grades. Yeah, I probably like him. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, though, right?
No, you talking about Tony. Tony is Middletown, from Middletown. Came down to Cincinnati. His roots is from the inner city, so it's like he down here to bring out the best of him. If that makes sense.
You got him playing all 3 levels.
Got him playing all 3 levels. See, it's like wreck. Get that
yeah,
wreck.
Here's what I'm saying.
Like, because again, man, if you got a kid that want to play basketball and they're in the inner city, you need to bring them to Woodward. I'm just being honest. If you want them to be something, like if you want them to progress. I ain't saying all the other programs are not doing a good job. I mean, some programs, they use basketball for just strictly academics to kind of just, but if you got a dream at playing basketball, you want to go somewhere playing basketball, you can give it a shot here. And when I say give it a shot is because it ain't for everybody. Everybody think they college players until they get put through some college workouts or be in a program that's breeding college players. Like people come to Woodward and transfer because of the toughness that's going on around here. Like if you don't put your kid at Woodward, one of the toughest schools, tough ain't talking about fighting, tough. Yeah. Like up here, like you might get joned on. That's like capping. They might say a joke. You can't go run away from a joke. Like they thrive off joking around here. That's just how they have fun. They have a good time joking. So you ain't gonna see Coach Real having a meeting with 2 people from capping. Like, so what happened? Well, he was capping on me and that's not about to be a meeting in my office. Like, when y'all capped on each other. So like I said, like we gonna keep talking somebody's shoes, then give them some of your shoes. Right. I'll give them some. They don't want them. And they want to keep wearing those. That's like a form of capping and they, like we who are those type of, that's us. So it's like, you have fun, but that's a part of the basketball,
you gotta have
too.
thick skin to go to Woodward.
Yeah, and it ain't for everybody. There's only 5 players that can hoop, and 5 players on the bench. 5 players on the court, 5 to 6 players on the bench. So this school ain't for everybody. But people see how the way we play, want to play that way, and think that's them. That ain't you. You gotta have a Rue Mills heart, a Kanye heart.
Cause Kanye, and then I ain't saying this to be messy. I'm just asking you. This of course our takeover. We keep it 100. And obviously you didn't leave. You were saying you were about to graduate, but did you ever get to a low moment like, yeah, maybe I need to slide? Because I mean, I can just imagine you got people in your ear, people talking to they could be talking to your brother, like, bro, you can go here and drop 30 right now. Like what year was that? Or when did you know, like, nah, I'm pretty much locked in for real?
Why you ain't leave Woodward? That's what he said.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, but what year did you know, like, I ain't going nowhere outside of a conversation with Coach Real? Because we know the relationship, or was that the relationship was the reason you stayed?
I'd say 7th grade. That's when I first met Coach Real. I could say that I never thought about leaving Woodward. I felt like this been home since I got here. That's it for real.
Yeah, that's it. 7th grade. That's day 1. Remember the last podcast I was talking about, like the phone call I had with his people. They told me like, yeah, bro, call his mom. Like, I called it like, nah, bro.
He ain't going
cool.
nowhere.
It's over with. It happening.
You know, like you said, you don't want to be messy. It's a scene. Yeah, he a scene.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you
everybody
actually-
in Cincinnati tried to steal it. Let's just be real.
Right, straight up.
Shoot, it was a team. I ain't gonna say their name because I don't want to start nothing. And it's just like, don't think I'm starting nothing because they did this.
Nah, that's real talk.
I shook hands after the game and was going to the locker room, and one of the coaches went right up to him, right there, asking him to come to their school.
Dang.
And it's like,
But nah, yeah, it get like that.
yeah, but that's how they do me.
And we're gonna talk about it because I feel like we gotta talk about it, bro. The corny situation, because it was a situation to where like when y'all was winning and I think we were shooting free throws at the end, and the kid was like, I know Kwani, man, I know Kwani wish she never left. And you always know my opinion on it. I just felt like it's a lot of like, you know what I mean, people putting words in your mouth about the Kwani situation is like, but you know, as cat out the bag, Kwani got a kid. He getting scholarship on top of scholarship right now. Like, I feel like people act like you shouldn't be hurt, and he been here since. Like, not saying like, you know, get what I'm trying to say though.
No,
like,
I
I mean,
do.
of course I'm gonna feel like
it's a lot of people. You know, I've never really went on record and said anything about Kanye.
yeah,
And there's a reason why, because this ain't nothing to play with.
facts.
Like, I ain't playing with them. Kwani was in our family. Like, Kwani was on the 8th grade team with Dante and Jeremiah. If you got an 8th grade group that lose one game and beat some really, really good tough teams and some tough coaches, like, you know, I knew they was real. You know, they got Jaden Arnold and
Kyron and Brandon Glenn. Yeah, you
like,
booty,
it's a
man.
lot. No, what it was that should tell you that them players wasn't trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the players he had, they excelling. And those players over here, Jeremiah's the starting point guard for Woodward High School. Dante for real lead the nation in receiving yards. Kwani Bostic got how many offers in football?
Like 7?
Football and basketball, they all played varsity in the 9th, 10th grade. He was playing against some good teams, so it ain't bad coaching. That was just a good talented year, that group, that year.
Yeah.
But then the year before that was Kanye, Trill, Myrell, Rashad on my end, on his end, Joe, Rue, Marvin, like the
yeah,
talent.
that's what you had doing.
You know what I mean? So Kwani was a part of the plan. When they ask you to take over a program, you have to build a program. Like, any coaches want to having issues with building a program, just come talk to me. I just take a lot of hate because I built my program. And when I say mine, meaning like the program that God gave me. Now, I didn't build it by myself. And there's coaches in this program that if they wasn't here, this program wouldn't look the way it is. So my shout out to the Woodward assistants because they put up with a lot, you know, but the assistants come from the coach. But when you build a program, you go after kids and you kind of talk to them and tap into their life. So for me, we tapping into lives, meaning like, all right, what's your dream? I want to go to college, play basketball in college. Okay, well, this 9th grade, it start right now. If you're trying to go to college, it start right now. Like, you got to be tapped into their life. Well, in the public school, the kids sometimes forget that 9th and 10th grade are the most important 2 years. So you got to start in middle school. When you start in middle school, you start with the babies and you build them up. So if Kwani, one of my middle school babies that I'm built up, and come 10th grade, 11th grade, he gets stolen or took or however y'all want to put it, I ain't supposed to have nothing to say.
Right. Yeah.
I'm basically saying the Kwani situation, the reason why I still talked about was because he was a part of our plan.
Right.
And you know, he not no more. So it was just like, if things don't go right for him, we all gonna be hurt. That's what everybody don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
They think we more concerned about him leaving us.
He was the main
When
reason he showed up for real.
We don't care
Right.
about what school the boy go to and if he made a decision that he felt like is best for him. We more concerned about him being fine, him being all right. Because they know up here, like every kid that's in college right now, and we got 11. Well, we got 11 kids in college right now. 6 of them.
How many?
11. 6 of them play basketball.
Oh, look into the camera when you say it.
11. Like people be saying,
Exactly,
I'm
that's
pimping
what I'm
kids.
saying.
I heard I was pimping kids.
That's funny.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that. 11 kids, 6 of them got basketball schedules, like got college schedules, like they on campus and they have a season, they still put a jersey on. You know what I mean? I ain't in school just to be in school, they put a jersey on. It's 6 of them, so for us, they next. Everybody want the goal, they know my goal is for, when I'm done at Woodward, for everybody to be in school and it's easy to go see them play or they could come back. But they know that we work more with them when high school is over. So, like Brandon Cromer, for example, you know, that was one of us. And y'all see where he at. You know, he was, ATL came with us in the 9th.
Brandon?
Bro, you see what? No, they shut up.
From Tab.
No.
ATL, the one
Oh,
with the
ATL,
hops.
no, bro.
They
That's
just put
public record, bro. He locked up. Or he called
Oh, I didn't
case.
wanna say-
Nah, he cool.
He all right, though, but
was-
that's public record.
that's-
We ain't got to
that's-
be like that, dude.
That's,
You be
it
looking-
was,
My bad, that's
it was,
your job,
it was,
man.
it was, it was mild. But the point is, you know, that's a family member.
Yeah.
And we still gonna help our family member.
He got a ring.
Regardless. He got a ring. I'm talking about we still gonna
Yeah.
help him today.
Facts.
So it ain't about what school they go to. When people be speaking on when people leave, and it's just more about, is they taken care of? Is they all right? Is it gonna be straight? Because what about life after high school? Up here, we got a family. We still together after high school. They about to be out of here. You gonna still probably see Rue and Kanye with Coach Real one day. Just grown men just hanging. Like, it's a family. This stuff that you can't take away. You gonna, just like you still, like they got upset with you being at the game to support Rue. How?
Yeah, that was
If
weird.
you supported him your whole life, if you go coach at Aiken, they don't know at Aiken you was calling him overrated.
Oh, shit, I call you shitty and
He
everything.
overrated. But Lando not with Aiken. That's his team. But around here, if you not with your team and it's somebody on the other team and you like them,
Yeah,
if you their friend,
Yeah, that's
then
janky.
Yeah,
you with them.
You can't do that. Like, bro, that's
Yeah,
weird.
that was janky. And it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? And I'm going to dress Dante for it because that's what it was. But, like you said, family, right? He had an opportunity to be a part of the family. Your family and ours at Hughes. I think I was the first coach to try to get him, but I guess he had a relationship with Paul. And this was when Paul was still at Hughes, I was talking to him. So I guess when Lil Paul came over, he came over too. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, don't judge me, bro. 1, and you don't even know me. You know what I mean? 2, let's not act like he could have been on the winning team if he wanted. You know what I mean? But I feel like that was some sucker shit for real. Like,
Yeah, it's just like, it's unfortunate because it be emotions and feelings involved because of the sport.
right.
And that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is just like it's cool to be competitive. The most competitive ones know how to be cool with the people outside of it. And like, it's cool to be competitive, but it's also cool to shake a kid's hand. Like I can go up to Man and shake his hand. What's up, Man? Everything all right? Everything all right with your life? You need help with school?
Oh, Coach Real recruiting. Yeah,
Man,
swear
the
to damn,
same.
you recruiting.
Yeah, and it's just like, why y'all think I'm gonna go up to Man? Man work hard. He don't cheat the game of basketball.
You don't.
You know, like, but I should be able to go up to him and say what's up without you thinking that I'm dogging you, and it be emotions, man. So,
But we gotta talk about it too, bro. Cause I don't want to sound like I'm being negative, but was I not right? Like you studied the game, you a student of the game. Y'all real life hoopers right here, right? Natural hoopers. I don't consider myself natural hooper. I'm really not. But I'm saying, like, I just feel like he ain't closing games out. I said it, bro. The first podcast, I said, bro, he get Woodward on the ropes and he can't put him away. You know what I'm saying? I said it, bro. I said it. Got up, and then they got up. Much as up as they was, y'all was up at halftime, right? And then
no, we was losing at halftime.
But like, no, into the quarter. What quarter did y'all won? Y'all won one quarter.
No, we was up after the end of the third.
Yeah, because we was pointing at the scoreboard. So I said, right. So we pointed at the scoreboard. And
Dante
then,
hit the 3 at the buzzer to put him down 2.
right. And then
So we'd have been up 5 going into the 4th.
that's what I'm saying. And then
Should have been.
you get the game winning shot, and you don't. So
Rube
from a
tipped
hooper
the ball.
standpoint,
Rube Mills got his hands on that thing.
okay, so I know that. But if you ask me, I would have told him to 2 feet, get to the free throw line, get there like that. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, that's another like, he gotta close out games. Like, I feel like good as he is, he still gotta be better.
So I'm gonna tell you something. Disclaimer, Berto. You know how we get down, bro. Don't, bro. Stop, bro. Stop. 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 I think that Withrow plays systematic, and there's no one man gonna take over the show over there. So they do everything based on the system. So for example, like the zone they run, I hate the zone, oh my God. But the zone they run,
You gotta run the zone against Woodward though. Bro. You gotta slow
only
down.
personal opinion, you only zone teams you're scared of. But anyway.
Facts.
Look,
yeah.
but look, I think that they are very systematic, bro. So you not gonna let Man take over the show when we run in the system. He gonna come down, and you could tell when Man tried to do it when he came down, hit the pull up. Then he came down again, trying to go to the hole. Then he came down again. He pulled him out. He said, "Hey, nah, we gonna get back to our system." So once you got them running a certain system, he not gonna let him take over the game, and they run the system throughout the whole game, even the end of the game.
Nah,
so
man, he told me, man ain't got no leash, bro.
I mean, he probably don't got a leash in that system, but once you run in that system, it's hard for players to differentiate. Am I supposed to do I shoot or do I pass here?
You making excuses for him, Dez.
Nah, I ain't making excuses.
He got
for him.
close out games, bro.
Nah, he
we done
got.
saw
I agree.
Gio in the
I agree.
system.
I agree.
We done saw Keontae Thomas in the system.
Nah.
Cam McKenzie in the system.
Bro,
and he the worst.
Bro, we talk about.
But I'm saying
that's wine system, bro.
And that's even worse though.
That's
he
wine
will literally
system.
stop the ball, bro. That's why he lost to Fairfield.
Nah, facts.
He will literally stop the ball, bro.
Wine, no, something about wine. I mess with you, dog. He don't know how to end games, bro. He like that's just something about we now we talking, bro. You know he get. When it come to ending games, he get.
Back to the question. We talking as coaches. He got to be better, right?
I mean, I thought the shot Man scared all of us. I thought him getting to the whole strong right. I'm still mad at Kanye for letting him get back to his right hand. If you want to talk about the play, he got in trouble for that.
Man, what?
Like, you don't let him get back to his strong hand. So if I'm a coach with that team and I got Woodward on the ropes, I think I'm living with Man shooting a high left hand, right hand layup on the right side. I'll put my money on that. And if I miss, I miss. If I make it, I make it. So I thought he got a good look. I thought he got too clean of a look.
Yeah.
So and that's just so because Berto probably think I don't like him. Like I don't got nothing against none of these coaches. It's just
Nobody, bro. Yeah, bro, cool.
I thought that he got a good shot off at the end of regulation, and then I also thought his team showed the undisciplined is when they committed that foul on Rue. We should have been at the line going home.
Facts.
So the game should have been over in regulation. If Man make the layup, Rue probably can't get fouled. The game over. We get the rebound. We got fouled. So I do think he got a chance to get us. I thought he got a chance because it was clear as day that man got fouled. He made one free throw, it's over. So if you want to speak on the coaching part, he was given a free overtime to beat us. And y'all saw what
and that's what I'm gonna say. I'm asking players that did y'all feel like because overtime y'all turned into somebody else. Like what was going through y'all mind once y'all got the overtime, especially you, bro? Because I felt like you was like you kind of pretty much carried the team in the fourth quarter, the third quarter. And then, did you hear me over there, bro? Get to your pull up. Yeah. Man, you got to that pull up. I said, bro.
That pull up money, bro.
Pull up be money.
That midi.
This is scout team. That was my whole scout team. If Kanye get a pull up, you got a 17 when you get back in practice. Like shit like that. That's how we be coaching over there. Like he gets his pull up in front of you.
That's the money.
You gotta man. We better let him go into the layup, throw the oop. Don't let him get going. But go ahead, Kanye. My bad. And what was your mindset? Like just from I'm gonna say from halftime to walking into overtime.
My mindset was I gotta do better, especially when Coach Real pulled me to the side, told me that I gotta do better. So my mindset going into the next half, so I gotta do better.
Right.
And I heard you in the crowd too, so that was my mindset.
Yeah, you gotta get to that pull up, man. That's like what they say, you only need one, like, you know what I mean? Get an easy one. And it was so easy, too. 1, 2, pull up, mid-range, right there by the elbow.
That's money.
Water.
Every college coach going to ask you, do you got something that you can go to?
Right.
And you got to have something. You got to have something. You got to have at least one move. At least.
Do you got anything you want to promote before we get out of here? Like, what's next for Woodward?
Coach Bettis Classic. Hopefully y'all get this out the classic is not this weekend, but next week.
This drop tomorrow, so we good.
And you know, Coach Bettis is
Go.
you know, he know.
I played for Bettis.
There's
Bettis
no
was my
Woodward
brother.
basketball without Dennis Bettis.
He
I
was
mean,
my Birdo.
when I played in
Not Birdo. Damn. Not Birdo. What's your sister?
Timmons,
Nah, your sister coach.
Nardo,
Nardo. Yeah, that was one Nardo. He sat on the
so
bench,
like,
call people B words, bro.
like, like we looking for it, and I hope Woodward alum is watching this. Yeah, this tournament is for Coach Bettis. It's a way to show him, you know, and his family how much we appreciate everything he did for the Bulldog program. I try to get him as much history as I can on Coach Bettis. I mean, he was the founder of the Devereaux League, which was the summer league that brought all the pros and college players together to play, to compete, to get a fan something to watch during the summer. He did it right here out of Woodward High School. He was on the 1988 Woodward High School coaching staff, and he worked with a lot of those guys, just mentored, and then he kept it in. Like, when I worked at Woodward, he wrote me a letter of recommendation to get the job. And I really believe that letter of recommendation was just like the stamp for them to give me opportunity. So we retired his jersey, we put the name on the floor, and this is the second annual Bettis Classic. So we looking for former Bulldogs, anybody that represent Bulldogs, anybody that Coach Bettis mentor, talk to, anything, and you come, it's gonna be something we sign. You can sign just to show that you was here, to show the love, and that's what's next for the Bulldogs. So come on down and check them out. And then we got Tab January 3rd. January 3rd.
But
That's the big game.
before you wrap up this, we gotta leave with it, and we got players so to get it more fun. You did it, but we ain't get to put yours out, bro. I need your starting 5 citywide. You only get 2 Bulldogs, bro. But I need, cause we still want to bring like notoriety to other players. But so give me your starting 5 and y'all starting 5 who y'all will run with out, but you only get one other Bulldog cause y'all players.
That's a good way to end it. I like
But
that.
you got.
I like that. That's a good way to end it. That's heat. All right, let's
who
go.
you like? Oh,
I like that.
So I'll just take these 2 since they're here. I could pick any 2 off the Bulldogs.
Facts, for sure.
Like, being honest, and they won't mess up the game. I go with Krim in the backcourt
Killer.
with Ye. Rue, front court.
Just got 2 more. Like citywide.
Just City.
Like
It could be
Cincinnati.
anybody. It could be Fairfield, Princeton.
Yeah,
It could be
Cincinnati.
anybody. Yeah.
So, all right, I got Krim. Rue, Kanye, Krim. I probably have to go with Ian from Tab. I felt like they'll make him go. And then my 5th man.
Going big or you gonna go small? You run it.
I'm probably gonna go small because I'm cool with Rue and Ian. Gotta go with a big wing.
Yeah.
I'll go to wing. Another wing. Shoot.
Some wings out there. Some wings, small coast real.
I got a perfect person in mind to play with that team.
Help me out a little
Who?
bit.
Dorian over there at Princeton.
Yeah,
bro.
Dorian
That'd
is
be
another
fine.
one.
I don't
Dorian.
think I'll pick Dorian.
You can't stretch the floor.
Just name some better players.
AJ from Moreland.
AJ
I
from
take it,
Moreland.
sure.
Okay, that's a good one.
I take
So
it.
yeah, all right. So
Yeah,
then we
pick-
gonna start. Let me
So
go.
hold on, let me say my team.
Alright.
Krim, Ye, AJ, Rue, and Ian.
That's squad.
Who you got, Kanye? Which 5 you running with?
Me and Rue.
He said y'all can't pick each other.
Oh, we can?
No.
No.
Pick one of your other
You
team.
gotta pick 2 of
So
y'all.
4.
Pick one of them.
Swerve in the backcourt. Jeremiah Hughes, we in the backcourt. Front court, AJ McBride, Kyron from Tab, Michael Johnson from Woodward.
Okay, I like that.
That's tough.
Oh, that's cool.
Who you got?
Ye go check Ye when I play him.
Yeah, you go check it.
And Rue got Jeremiah.
Who you got, Ski, bro?
Who
Who you got? You want
I
like
got-
big OBS at least starting 5, bro?
I got
You
I gotta guard myself.
I got me.
This good to hear right here,
Nice.
cause he don't give a lot of people respect. I be hard.
Dante for real. I definitely gotta take AJ McBride. It's tough. I'll take Chris Henry.
Okay. I like him to be a freshman.
So you need a guard. You ain't got no point. You got Jaden Arnold, Jeremiah.
You can't pick Jeremiah. He already picked the teammate. He picked himself.
Izzy playing that walnut. That was rough.
I can't lie to you. I gotta take. Hold up.
Big DJ from you.
Yeah, we got DJ.
You trying to
Big DJ.
It's a lot of guards out there. Come on, Ski, bro.
I ain't taking no guard though. Cause I'm gonna be the guard.
He right.
I'll take Michael Johnson.
Okay, so say your 5 again. Since you mixed it up.
Chris Henry.
McBride,
He got Chris Henry and Michael Johnson.
Me, Michael Johnson,
And Dante.
and Dante
I'll
for
tell
real.
you, that's a big
I
ass
like
line.
that. Nah, it really is. That's huge.
Cowboy.
That's huge.
Cowboy.
If y'all like what y'all
Kill
see,
y'all.
please subscribe to us on all podcast platforms. Add us on YouTube. There's Coach Lando and Dez, and we here with some dogs. We out.
AJ.
Real big, real big. I know one day I would do it real big, real big, real big. I know what my real is feel is. Night